Hello blues fans from the Piedmont Blues Preservation Society and other blues societies around the country. My name is Charlley Ward. I am the lead guitarist and obviously band leader of the Charlley Ward Band. Last night my group got back from Memphis, Tennessee, where we represented the Piedmont Blues Preservation Society in the 26th Annual International Blues competition. We did not win. We did not place and we did not make the finals, and we had a great time. I hope and believe that we represented the Piedmont pretty well. Okay? Frankly, we got smoked by 2 or 3 different bands, but you know, I think there's some bands who might say that we did some smoking on our own. We had a good response. We had people stop us on the streets and wish us well and say that they hope we made the finals. Okay, we didn't. We actually had a couple of judges who came up the following day after we competed and said they hoped we'd make the finals, and of course we didn't. But I got to fulfill one of my lifelong ambitions, which was we played both nights at the Rum Boogie. Okay, and if you're not familiar with that club, that is a legendary Memphis blues club where Stevie Ray Vaughan and Albert King and just lots of the great blues guitarists played. And I had always wanted to play there, so that's one off my bucket list, okay? So we had a good time, and as I said, I think we made a statement about the blues in the state of North Carolina. And I hope if any of my old heroes or mentors of the blues like John D. Holman and Bob Margolin and the others, if you're hearing this, I just hope we made you proud, because we will be going back. Now, I want to address something before anyone says anything about it. Those of you who are in the Piedmont Society are probably aware of the fact that a couple of days before we went to the competition, I made a personnel change. I don't want to talk about that a lot because that's not who I am and that's not how I do things. I believe everybody ought to be treated with respect, and insinuations and rumors ought not be spread. So I just want to say this. In many instances, people have differences of opinion. And when those differences can't be resolved, they have to part ways. As a band leader, sometimes I have to make tough decisions about who I will work with, and it doesn't have anything at all to do with their skill or quality as a musician. Sometimes people just don't see eye to eye about things. That's what happened, and I wish the best of luck to the person who we did not take to Memphis with us. You know who I'm talking about. Man, you're a great player. You're a really talented musician. We didn't see eye to eye about some things. I was upset enough about the disagreements that I had fully intended not to go to Memphis at all. Because back in the day, you could not compete if you didn't take the people that you had won the contest with. But I found out that at the last minute that the rules have been changed and you can change personnel, so we did go to Memphis with a different person in one slot, and we gave it all. Like people said, we left it all on the stage, and I'm happy with that. And like I said, at the Rum Boogie, people were amazed. We were walking down the street in Memphis, and people said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm Charlley Ward. Who are you?" They said, "You're from that new band, from the Piedmont, aren't you?" I said, "Yes." And they said, "Well, we don't understand this." They said, "We don't understand this." They said, "We don't understand this." What did you do? What did you do? I said, "What do you mean, what did we do?" They said, "They put you at the Rum Boogie, and this is your your first time out. And that's why they always put the real heavy hitters. And I said, that's because we are heavy hitters. Well, like I said, we got smoked. But we did our own share of smoking. No, I'm talking about in the context, okay? And by the way, the acoustic act from our blues society, Chicago Slim and CPI-J, who also did reach the finals. Man, they did a great job. They were fabulous. I'm going to steal one of their songs, which is Don't Touch My Liquor. Don't touch my liquor. Something like that. So anyway, once again, I want to thank the guys who made that long, grueling 11.5-hour trip to Memphis with me, who indulged me as I stood in the Gibson discount store, because you know the Gibson guitar plant is there now. And they indulged me as I stood there drooling over guitars, and they finally had to drag me out as I begged and pleaded Rodney to get a cinder block and break the window so I could get a couple. And also, I'll tell you about that, Rodney. One morning, as we were getting ready to go to the breakfast bar, Rodney had gone ahead of me, and you know, we're both African American and tall. I don't think he looks like me. I do not think he looks like me, okay? Because I told him I'm much prettier than he is. But anyway, he'd gone to the breakfast bar first, and I walked in after him, and I heard this guy, his back was turned to me, I heard this guy say, "Aren't you that Charlley Ward?" And Rodney said, "No, man! He beats me every day!" And I walked up behind him and said, "Not anymore because the stick broke." Anyway, with all that said, yes, we did have a good time. And like I said, or like Arnold said, really big back. So with that said, I'll play you a verse or two of the song I wrote the night before we went, which we actually put into the set. I'm going back to the Piedmont, gonna learn how to play the blues. I'm going back to the Piedmont, gonna learn how to play the blues. They got the blues down in the Delta, but the Piedmont got them too. Back to Durham, get there if I have to crawl. Yeah, I know I'm going back to Durham, gonna get there if I have to crawl. I'm gonna see my friend John D. home. We're gonna have a slow ball. I'm going back to the Piedmont, gonna learn how to play the blues. I'm going back to the Piedmont, I'm gonna learn how to play the blues. They got the blues down in the Delta, the Greensboro's got them too. Thanks so much for all your support in sending us to Memphis. We hope we did you proud, and we're going back next year.